already. Day 40. I mean day 2. Of course, I got to remove the exhaust manifolds and put the ones from the other motor on. That's going to be something. But both, when you look at the motor here, both heads are the same. This is probably a better view. So you see, this is the back of the motor, flywheel, front of the motor. The second one from the left, same thing happened on the other side. The bolt snapped off. You see how I'm drilling this right now? I mean, that's pretty darn straight. And I'm using this Harbor Freight fucking drill bit, going right through. I mean, I drilled right through these like zero problem. But I'm at a point now where I don't want to just step it up a bigger size, and I really don't have a decent bit for a bigger size. I was able to fit a big bit right through here. This is not a big bit, but watch this. Just gently go around, and you can see a lot of metal is coming off. So, blow it out. It's like as if nothing changed. But there's just a little piece left, you know, it depends where the thing... Anyway, so I can't find a good tap, so I'm going to buy a 3/8 tap and tap that. On the other side, I had it just about the same. All the way to the end. So I stick an easy out in there, and I says, well, let me try now. You know, first I try to... Because I didn't have it exactly on center, but then I did the same thing with the drill bit. I was concentrating on one side until I got it perfect. And there was very little metal around. So I try to get underneath it, because usually what you could do is get underneath the threads, because the metal is so weak, it'll just go right up. But this fucking bolt became part of this threaded hole. And I put a fucking easy out on the other side and snapped this all off. You want to see? Ugh. This has not been fun. Nothing worse than dealing with broken bolts. But because all these other ones, like you see, this has more metal behind it. This one is about this one actually is, it's close to being the same, but that one's still more, this one's still more metal. Close to being the same, but the front of the motor, I just feel that the front of the motor is always cooler. Snap that bitch right off as soon as I put the easy out in. Yeah, I got the piece out. Yeah, this is a chunk of the cast iron. But, where's the easy out? It wasn't that easy out. What a fucking mess this has become. Yeah. That's actually pretty good when you drill out a bolt that you can get to see. I noticed I was more to one side, but I know I'd be able to clean this up without a problem. But it came out when it broke out. That's when it came out. It would not fucking come out. I couldn't believe it. Well, in any case, it actually goes a little deeper. I'm gonna, doesn't quite look at it from here. I'm gonna try to tap that out a little bit. I'm gonna put a stud, and then I'm gonna weld the stud. And I'm gonna I'll probably put a stud on the other side whenever that gets done. But I gotta get a good 3/8 tap. Otherwise, pan is on, screen is on, timing cover's on, pulley's on, fuel pump's on, thermostat's done, hose is on, and we bought valve cover gaskets, but it looked like somebody had just done these not that long ago, to be honest, and really isn't leaking, but since I bought them, I'll probably just do them. Carburetor looks like it was rebuilt. I mean, it's a pretty solid motor, all things considered. I did the sending unit, the oil sending unit. Now, like I said, the angle of these exhaust manifolds are different, but I says, maybe I'll sell the exhaust manifolds, because I'm reading online how everybody says that they're very expensive because they crack right in the middle. And sure enough, on the inside only, both of them have a crack running down. On the other side, you don't see it. It's kind of like partially a bad casting, because it breaks right at the parting line on the inside of this particular one, so something's wrong. And where the broken one was on both of them is that was the one that was broken. And but these the hardware was pretty shitty. Now the other fucked up thing is that, believe it or not, the 215 motor, these will bolt right on. Now you can see the port size. Thing is, his particular motor, the 4-barrel, was 200 horsepower in 1963. This motor is, with the 2-barrel, I think it's 210 or 220, and it would have been like 240 only if it had a 4-barrel. But you can see, port size is pretty different. I might take a die grinder and just clean it up a little bit, because believe it or not, it's actually bigger than it seems. It ramps up here. There's a lip. So just by simply cleaning this up, it'll be better. The dump area is smaller, but you know, only one cylinder fires at a time. It's not going to be a race car. And like I said, if the other one was, you know, 200 horsepower and this was fine, now granted, that's subjective the way I'm saying that, because you know, exhaust is not everything that makes horsepower. So, but basically tell them be easy on the car. It's either that, or you know, maybe run some true duals in the future if you know, that would help. But I'm going to die grind these out. So it's a nice big project. All right, I think I've had it for tonight.